Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel Love It or More. This is your January 2022 forecast for Sun, Moon and Rising in Sagittarius. One thing to say, I apologize for the late uploading of this video. I have been nursing my mum who's had shingles for over a week, so it has set me back a little bit. Happy New Year. We've got 20 seconds of the sound bowl just to tune into the energy. I'm going to be doing Celtic Cross for your January ahead, and please be mindful that this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and energies are non-gender specific. All right, let us begin. 20 seconds. Deep breath in and exhale. All right, Sagittarius, let us see what January has in store for you. It's weird. For suddenly, as soon as I started recording yours, I felt a little bit excited. Sometimes I feel a little bit drained or down or soft or whatever in the beginning of a reading. But for you, I feel a little excited. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up. Right. Okay. Shuffle the cards. Whoop, no. I'm cutting the deck for the Celtic Cross. I'll be getting jumpers for any clarifying cards. Sagittarius, January 2022, please, for the highest script. Okay, your current energy, Page of Wands, good news, maybe work related or creative related. Your crossing energy, oh, the sun, hello, you see why I'm excited. Yee. So the sun is all about vibrance, fertility, abundance, wealth, having a spring in your step, illumination. Something very exciting about work coming in for you. Very nice. Okay, what's your conscious thinking at the moment is, do I or don't I? I don't know what to do. Is it kind of like a stalemate energy? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Remember, if you don't make a decision, the universe will receive that as a decision. Not deciding is still a decision. Your subconscious energy is an Ace of Wands there, all about this over here. So I think what's going on over here, Sagittarius, I mean, we've got all this fire energy, which is basically you, right? But I think what's going on here is you've got this little nudge knowing that this is like intuitively, subconsciously, you know you're excited. You know you're excited about basically either a new creative project, a new venture, a new job. It could even be a new passion. If we just put it as that passion, because it's that fire energy, that solar plexus energy, that drive, that momentum, that excitement that you get. It's all here. Trouble is, I think that you're trying to, you might be trying to fit, like, it's like energy and excitement is invisible. It's an energy, right? And it's like you're trying to squeeze that energy into the 3D world to make it fit into logic sense. It kind of doesn't work that way. So it feels like you perhaps are trying to make some decisions or needing to make some decisions about how to bring this to life because it's available for you, it's happening for you, but perhaps you're trying to squeeze it into a box without, perhaps you're trying, without realizing you're trying to problem solve to make it happen, but by trying to squeeze it into a box, you're adding limitations to it. Your past energies are Two of Pentacles, having quite a lot on, maybe unable to take on anything more, being a bit of a juggling act. Future energy, Death card, which is your transformation, major transformation. It's a major arcana. So it's coming whether you like it or not, because it's a major. How you experience it is up to you. You can either experience it with flow and without resistance, or you can make it harder for yourself and it happens anyway. Your attitude, ooh, 3 of Swords. Okay, being burnt in the past. So because we've got the swords over here, it talks about the mind space, but the mind space affecting the heart space, okay? And this is the energy of like, ooh, I'm not sure if I want to take this opportunity because I've been burnt in the past. Now, the past no longer exists. It's been and gone, doesn't even exist anymore. So if you can try and get through that, I know that's almost very flippant to say, very superficial to say, but it is true. And if you can try and strip away at that and get to the core truth, that whatever that experience where you've been burnt in the past, it is not serving your future momentum. Okay, it's important to recognize it, to accept it, to breathe in it, and then to cleanse it. But this is not going to serve your future momentum, because you've got a major transformation coming your way, and it's your turn now. You know, it's your turn. This is your turn to make powerful, positive changes in your life. It's happening all around you. And if you're in this particular vibration, it's just going to feel like this energy here of that, oh, I don't know if I should, or that energy, that sort of self-doubt, okay, because you've been burnt. Your environmental factors is the 6 of Swords. So this for me is very promising moving through the month of January. Right? Taking the lessons that you've learned from the past, including that which you've been burnt over, taking whatever you need to learn from it and move forward into smoother, calmer waters. So, as I said, it's all happening for you in a really positive way. It just might initially feel a little scary. Hopes and fears, strength. Oh, yeah. It's that question of, do I have the strength? Do I have the courage? Do I have the perseverance? Because all I want to do is just take a breather, have a holiday, just find myself again so I can come back a little bit stronger. But actually this card comes up when it says you have more reserves in you than you possibly realize. You have more courage and determination and perseverance in you than you realize. Okay, so you're wondering, do you have the strength? Yes, you do, you do, you do. And the outcome, the Hierophant. This is higher understanding. This could even be higher learning, rules and regulations as it relates to big organizations. Okay, creating that system for yourself. Could also be part of a spiritual leadership as well, part of a spiritual group even. Let us clarify. So you are moving more into an awakened state, a spiritual awakened state. Now you may say to me, I've already had my spiritual awakening, I know all about that, and I've done the work, blah, blah, blah. We all have many awakenings. You can sometimes have a major one, and I can definitely relate to that one. And then within that, you can have many aha moments. And what that is basically going deeper, going deeper, going deeper, going deeper. And it's like unpeeling, that silly analogy about the onion, but it's true, you know, take the onion off, go deeper, deeper, deeper to your core, and then you discover more about yourself, because that's what we're on this human experience to do, to learn basically about ourselves at a very evolved, deep level, okay? And it's about trying to uncover and get through all those conditioning systems, conditioned belief systems and teachings, you know, with the finger point that suppressed, constricted teachings that have formed our beliefs patterns up until now, and we have to get around it and sort of crawl out of all of that. Ew. Okay, so I want to see, is this a new job, a new opportunity here? Seems like it. Let's see. Ace, page of wands. Yeah, thank you. Yes, it is. Okay, so you definitely have some good news as relates to something that you physically do in the workplace, right? It may mean that you might have to take a little extra course, an online course or something to support, or an extra qualification to support this new position. But I do feel like you've been offered a position, new work, and it's very exciting, and it will stand you in good stead, particularly as it comes with the sun and the Ace of Wands there. So I would say really good opportunity there. Let's see, Two of Swords. What you're umming and ahhing about? Two of Swords, please. Let's clarify the Two of Swords, please, for Sagittarius. One card. Page of Wands, which is talking about that. As I said, you don't know whether you should or you shouldn't. So that's relating to that job, right? That opportunity, that news coming in. And Knight of Wands. Ah, bless you. Okay, so we got the Page of Wands, we got the Knight of Wands. The Page is the novice. The Knight is a step up, right? He's got more qualifications. He's got more experience in this enterprise. And it could be that you feel either one, oh, I am demoting myself by becoming a novice again and starting from scratch, and I shouldn't need to do that because I've got so much experience, blah blah blah, right? So it could be that, could be one scenario. On the other side, it could be, well, the competition's quite high because actually I'm only a novice and there's other people around me who are far more qualified to do this, and they've got more energy and more time to give than I do, right? And so it feels like you really are trying to figure it out from this burnt energy from the past. You feel like perhaps you might not be good enough, and all I can say to you is that you 100% are, because that energy wouldn't show up for you unless you did have it. Now, if it's a case of you don't want to go on a lower pay grade or a lower position than you've been to previously, then it's it's going to bring up a lot of questions within you. But the whole point of life is to experience a multitude of things, and sometimes we have to start at the beginning again. And it doesn't mean that we're always going to be at zero. It means that we're just adding to our skill set, we're adding to our knowledge, we're adding to our experience. So I think this could very quickly develop into the Knight before it develops into the King of Wands. And these are all your energies anyway, that fiery energy. So it may be that you are not sure whether to take it because perhaps, you don't know if you've got what it takes, or whether you're going to be completely out of your depth. I think power to you. You've got this. You've got this. Now we're getting that major transformation anyway, so let us get a bit more information on that. What's this major transformation? Thank you. Oh yes, Six of Cups and Three of Pentacles. So the huge change that's coming in is you're going to be able to, it's like the feeling I get from this is like going back. So say, for example, this is an example. If you went to university and it was fun because you were working with your peers, people who were like-minded, you were having fun with them as well, you were partying as well as working hard, you were discovering things within whatever subjects that you were learning, and it was a very exciting energy. It feels like you kind of rediscovering that, because we've got this nostalgia card of this equal give and take of the heart space, of that emotions, of that loving. Number 6 is about harmony. It's just give and take. It's give and take. And then we've got this 3, which is a type of collaborative card, working together. Now with collaboration and nostalgia with that death card, it feels like the transformation is coming. Is you're gonna find a new sense of community. That's the best way I can put it. Whether you decide to take this new position or not. Now, the position could be a volunteer position, doesn't have to be paid, but it's a new project. It's definitely something you really are excited about. And I mean, all this fire is just going, yeah, Sagittarius, go for it, go for it, go for it. But I think there's going to be a major transformation as to how you operate within a sense of community. So it could be in the workplace with your colleagues, but I feel like it's a much like an energized, youthful, it's like when you wake up in the morning, you're excited to be there, rather than if you've been working at the same office job in the same desk for the last 30 years and you wake up and you're thinking, oh dear, what is Mary going to say this time? Oh, she's probably going to say this is this. You could basically recite what everyone says. Is that monotonous thing, right? This is going to bring back the va-va-voom in how you treat each day. So it's very, very exciting. Definitely on your path for sure. Right, Three of Swords. Can we clarify the Three of Swords for Sagittarius, please? Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So Five of Pentacles often means it's a pentacle, so it often means, you know, money is no good, I've got no money, I've got no resources. It can also feel like you've been left out in the cold. So someone's just left you straight out. You feel a sense of isolation. You feel uncared for. And when that happens, you get a big confidence bruise, okay? It's quite a heavy energy, I have to admit. So if it does relate to that kind of intellectual sadness of God, I just don't have the resources I need to do what I need to do, I feel like that's changing for you anyway with these outcomes of these moving into calmer waters. I definitely think, I mean, the Strength card is pointing this way towards all of this that's happening in the now, and the two moving forward in your environment and your outcome are all in the opposite direction. Okay, so the Strength is helping you and aiding you at the moment, and those are pointing that way. That's the new pathway you're going on. This feeling of isolation, being left out in the cold, can also be an opportunity for you to decide, okay, sometimes we've got to make room for new growth in our life, right? Now, if we don't get rid of it ourselves, but someone else gets rid of it, then in a way it's still closing a chapter, isn't it? It's still closing one door so another one can open. God, I'm full of expressions today. But so if someone has left you out in the cold, it's an opportunity for you to go, all right, okay, so that's happened. What am I going to do about it? How can I build for myself? How can I find a new lease of life and depend on myself within that? I think it's all available for you. It's all helping you. It will. But you may feel a little on your own, right? Particularly with that, don't know what to do. And I really understand why that's come up now, because this question of like, do you go for it? Do you not go for it? Well, you don't exactly have the confidence or the resources or the, you know, facilities to do it now, but you will. Asking, you will receive. So it is quite it's quite paradoxical, isn't it? It's like just when you've got nothing and you feel like you've been crushed, all of a sudden you have an opportunity, but you've got no energy to do it. Don't worry, you've got the strength. The strength is coming in for you. Let's clarify the Hierophant, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you. Six of Pentacles and the Moon. Okay. So I would just maybe be, I don't know why this is a very strong message just plopped in, but I would be very careful about taking loans out, okay? or taking financial loans in any way. So even if it's someone like an organization that's giving you an advance on something. For me, this combination over here is I'd be a little bit careful, because I have a feeling it might trip you up, because we've got the moon card over here, so you may not get all the fine print, all the smaller details of it. So I'd just be wary about that. Yeah, sorry, that's all I have for that. So the outcome is, be very careful about systems and organizations that may want to support you financially. Be very careful. That's the only message I'm getting with that right now. Obviously you often get multiple messages. That's the strongest one I'm getting. So be very careful. Even if it's part of a sort of a church setting or whatever, you know, oh, we'll help you out with this so that you can take this opportunity. I'd be careful. Okay, right. And I don't know why, but there's more information behind the scenes. But again, I don't know. I'd be careful. Right, so I am repeating myself. So let us get a card for your highest good, please. What Sagittarius needs to know in January. What do they need to know, please? What does Sagittarius need to know, please? Land on the floor. Breathe. Meditate. Find your inner zen. I mean, Sagittarius, this is kind of easy for you to do. You've got the vibes for it. You've got that connection to spirit. You've got that connection to higher learning, higher understanding of things. So this should be quite easy for you. And this might be the thing that helps you to work through this conundrum in your mind, and to work through this pain from the past where you have felt secluded, excluded. Breathe through it, find your inner peace. I mean, I know that sounds so blasé, but it's a thing that's going to help you, particularly with that strength card. When things turn up in your reality that are causing you to question yourself and doubt yourself, if you can find a moment just to have a conscious breath, just to return to you and your heart space, it might help you, or might prevent you from spiraling into like negative self-talk. Okay, I know I could say that about pretty much anything, but I feel that those two are quite connected, and it's going to be one of the tools that can really help you through this time. Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know, please, for January 2022? The number of love, which reduces to a 6, of course. Right, illumination. So you got illumination with the sun, and you've got illumination. So you're starting to see the clearer picture, and perhaps you're experiencing these two kind of contrasting situations, with good news coming in, good idea, good project that could be life-changing with that death card, right? And this element of the sadness to do with feeling by yourself, on your own, secluded, excluded, left out in the cold, hurt, pained. This might be the thing that allows you the space to find the deeper truth and the deeper meaning of it. You know, sometimes when we are grieving over a loss, let's just put it that way, because it could be any sort of loss. It could be a hope or a dream that we lost because we didn't get it. It could even be that, right? Through that loss, we can usually gain a much deeper understanding than when we were in the happier stages of it, or more in the more hopeful stages of it. Because as we grieve that loss, we start to identify deeper within ourselves where what your true need, what your true necessity is. And ultimately, it first has to begin with yourself before you can really experience the reflection back to you from the people around you. So you are receiving profound illumination through this experience. Perhaps even illumination through how you thought you were crushed, or you thought that this was it, and you don't have the energy to move on or take on another or get excited about something. That is the thing that you're going to find, wow, it is possible. It is possible to feel excited and illuminated and see the treasures and even the painful experiences. Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. Okay. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. So you have been in this energy, because it's still coming up as your attitude. That's the position it is in the Celtic cross, right? It's time to get out and find you again, to speak your truth, to, I feel like you, with all this, you might have been a bit in, not a hermit phase, but in self-protective phase. And that's really important. Everyone's got to protect themselves, don't get me wrong. If someone's going to hurt you, or if situations are going to hurt you, it's very important to protect yourself, as long as there's not paranoia, attached to it. But self-protection is very good, particularly if you are healing through something. But now's the time. The universe is giving you all these signs to say, now it's time to stand back up again and move out and show yourself to the world. Share your vision, share your expression, share your voice. Okay, the world needs to hear it. There's no mistake, you are here. You're here for a reason. And that's it. The next one is get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Very, very similar to this card, breathe. Okay. Definitely asking you to meditate here. So get with nature anytime that you feel self-doubt, alone, where someone doesn't understand you, where you feel all on your own and you don't know, you feel lost in the void almost. Connect with nature. Nature is always available for you to help you connect with Mother Earth, right? Gaia, all those living things, you are part of it. Find those methods and those ways to get yourself back into a more organic flow. God, that sounds so pompous. I don't mean that in a very pompous way, but there's certain words that just make me feel like it's so me. Organic, who cares? But basically the spirit have given you two cards here to say that is where you can find your inner strength. Okay, use those tricks, use those tools to navigate yourself through this energy, because you will be doing it in a very positive way. You're having major transformation. You're going to be connecting with others a lot more, because you have been very much disconnected up until now at a true deeper level. By connecting with nature, you can connect with others more, particularly with this transformation card. Oh, wow. Okay, so Sagittarius, big for you in January. I do hope this resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, comment and share, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.